After a manufacturer called her a stupid woman, this mother got the sweetest payback. After allegedly being called a stupid woman, entrepreneur Julie Dean was forced to take decisive action that shaped the future of her company. And now that the firm is worth millions and has become a household name, Dean's numerous business successes have proved that she's anything but stupid. Julie Dean is the face behind the Cambridge Satchel Company, a business that began in her kitchen. Armed with a steaming cup of tea, Dean fired up Microsoft Excel and brainstormed ways in which she could make enough money to send both her young children to private school. And with just $850 at her disposal, Dean built her enterprise from very little indeed. Dean's main motivation for sending her children to private school was that her daughter Emily had been suffering at the hands of bullies. Sometimes arriving home with her body bruised, Emily was no longer the outgoing, happy individual that she'd once been. I promised her that I'd find a way to put her in a place where she'd feel super happy and super safe, Dean told the Pool. One thing that occurred to Dean during her brainstorming session was the fact that good quality school bags were nowhere to be found. During her interview with the Pool, she explained how they are not made to last and impossible to keep clean, which frustrated her. So she eventually concluded that satchels were the way to go. From these humble beginnings came the first prototype, which Dean fashioned from a cereal box that she covered in brown paper. She formed the company name by making the simplest of observations. I'm living in Cambridge and I sell satchels. And she then designed the firm's logo on Microsoft Paint. With only $850 to spare, Dean was fortunate to be able to count on the support of her mother, Freda, who's been with her since the beginning of the business. And that has even included a visit to meet the British Prime Minister in London. To set the wheels in motion, Dean subsequently searched for a supplier that was within her budget. She stumbled across the details of a store that provided satchels to schools in Scotland. After the owner, very begrudgingly, gave her the name of his supplier, Dean commissioned 3 brown leather satchels, which were subsequently modeled by her children. The firm's website was soon up and running, with orders coming in at first from friends and family. To increase the profile of her company, Dean sent some of her designs to bloggers attending New York Fashion Week. And as a result, her firm's fortunes improved dramatically. An incredible 16,000 orders came in, but Dean simply didn't have the resources to cater for such a sudden rise in demand. Nonetheless, the company stayed true to its promise to manufacture all products in the UK, with the satchel being a traditional British design. Having it made in another country just didn't seem right to Dean, even if doing so would have reduced production costs. Instead, Dean joined forces with a bigger UK manufacturer. After beginning production with the firm's new partner, however, Dean was told by an employee that some of the leather was being taken by the manufacturer to make imitations of the satchels that he'd sell at a lower price. Dean felt that she could never do business with someone she didn't trust, so decided to confront the manufacturer about the allegations. According to Dean, the manufacturer dismissed her concerns and informed her that she had no option but to carry on working with him. The worst was yet to come, however. He added, "Because you're a stupid woman and you don't know anything about manufacturing." Dean was understandably furious. She promptly turned to all the employees at the factory who'd witnessed the confrontation and announced that she'd set up a new factory. Dean then added that if they wished to join her, they should let her know. In the end, only 2 members of staff decided against moving with Dean to her new factory. After opening a workshop near Leicester, England, in response to the huge demand for her products, the company continued to go from strength to strength. The firm's first store opened in 2013, and just a year later, the company was worth a staggering $70 million. One of Dean's proudest moments in the early days of the company was when British singer Sophie Ellis-Bextor ordered a bag. Speaking of this pivotal moment, Dean said that it was incredible to me that she had found this homemade website. And since then, the satchels have been worn by the likes of Taylor Swift and Alexa Chung. Another highlight of her career was being interviewed by Google for its "The Web is What You Make It" series. The video in question was viewed by more than 6 million people and helped to make the Cambridge Satchel Company into a household name in the UK. During her interview with Google, Dean learned that her ambitious aspirations back in 2008 are referred to by Google as a moonshot. She explained to the Pool that these are goals that you never think you'll realistically achieve, but that by aiming so high, you'll find something along the way that makes it worthwhile. Then came her collaboration with fashion heavyweight Vivienne Westwood, and following that, Dean was awarded the Queen's Award for International Trade, which she received from the Queen herself. Moreover, she was later awarded an OBE, which is a major British honor, for her dedication to entrepreneurship. Despite her incredible success, though, Dean says that she's remained faithful to her original motivation, her children. She described going to buy her children's new uniforms and reflecting that no one knew how much graft had gone into getting that huge moment. Sending her daughter to a new school was apparently proven to be another success. Beaming with pride, Dean talked about her daughter's progress during the interview with The Pool, saying, "I'm so proud of her, and I know it was exactly the right thing to do." From prototypes made of cereal packets to collaborations with Vivienne Westwood, Dean's rise has been extraordinary. The company is currently looking forward to its upcoming collaboration with Brompton Bicycle, a company specializing in folding bikes. It certainly looks like that manufacturer made a wheel idiot of himself. Please share this video with your friends below.